Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
The Mystic Super Late Model Tour heads to one of the most iconic short tracks in America, as Round 7 takes on the high banks of Slinger Speedway, known as the world's fastest quarter-mile oval. Slinger demands precision, bravery, and consistency from every driver. One small mistake can cost multiple positions, while one bold move can launch a driver into victory lane. As we move deeper into the season, the championship picture continues to take shape. Every point is critical, and with several drivers still in the hunt, tonight's race could prove to be a turning point in the battle for the title. Expect close racing, daring passes, and the intensity that only super late models can deliver around this legendary Wisconsin short track. The stage is set, the field is ready, and round 7 is moments away. This is the Mystic Super Late Model Tour, live from Slinger Speedway, and you're watching it on the Green Flag Racing Network. Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to the historic Slinger Speedway, aka the world's fastest quarter mile oval. I'm Robert McKay, alongside myself is Colin Grace. Colin, you described to me this track is like mini Bristol. How is it like that?
A great way to compare the two is, well, obviously the banking. This track has 33 degrees of banking in the corner. That's the same as Talladega, so keep that in perspective. But also it's just the fact, every time I see a race here, the restarts are super chaotic. Everyone's always reaching turn 1 at about the same time. Heavy front tire, right front tire wear, just like Bristol. And most of the time is spent turning here with how short the straightaways are. It's going to be a challenge for our drivers here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting ready to go here. Should be going in just a minute. Take a look at the starting grid tonight. I remember where it is. Jordan Brinkley won just half an hour ago, and he's going to start on pole here next to Noah Hubbard. Braxton DeWeese, he won a week ago, finished third in the Legends race, and he starts third tonight next to Adam Holston. Luke Barnes, Chris Taylor, Elijah Malpin, Michael Wade, Alex Young, Brandon Willard, John Ullman, and Devin Lyons. Jonathan Giarchi rounds out your 13-car field.
Yeah, it looks like Brinkley using that momentum from winning just under half an hour ago to propel that car into pole position, so he's definitely going to be one to keep an eye on tonight. But also, DeWeese, again, having speed, was very toward North Wilkesboro. He said in his interview he's not as confident here as he was at North Wilkesboro, so he's definitely going to be a driver to keep an eye on. Chris Taylor, another driver that was decently quick in the heat races during the Legends race there earlier. Yeah, a lot of familiar names in this race compared to our race earlier, but a couple new drivers, obviously. Brinkley, new to the series, winning on debut in the Legends car. We'll have to see what he can do here in the super late.
Okay, see the field is gridded here. Those glorious 600 plus horsepower V8 engines roaring to life. We are rolling. Oh, there's the pace car. I was about to say, I don't see a pace car. Now, this is a very banked track. You said, what, 30 degrees of banking in the corners?
Yeah, it's going to be 33 degrees. For a little more comparison, yeah, Talladega Super Speedway, 33 degrees of banking. Daytona, 31. Bristol only has 28, so this track is actually more banked than Bristol. And with it only being a quarter mile here and the straightaways being so short, it's about 10 to 11 second lap times here, so I have to keep an eye. These drivers have to really watch that right front tire, make sure not to scrub it, but also you're turning most of the way around this track, so yeah, try to keep your energy build up and try not to get super tired here.
You're going to see your pace car off. We're racing here in Wisconsin, here at Slinger Speedway. Very banked track, and you're already starting to see it. Got 300 laps. Oh, Devin Lyons. There goes his wheel. Oh, he's coming back on track without a wheel. What is he doing? Oh, slowing down the field. What is he doing? Oh, watch out. Devin Lyons, ton of damage. Caution out. Oh, the 24. Up. Is that pit road?
Yes, pit road is on the outside of the track here, yes.
I got... Ah, yes, very good camera angle. I don't think there is a camera angle. See, Chris Taylor with a ton of damage.
Are you curious what happened there? Because it looked like he was with the rest of the field when they got around Devin Lyons. Oh, yeah, Devin Lyons just completely missed the corner there, it looks like.
That's the pace car. That's Devin Lyons.
Here we go.
So you're right on board here with the gyro cam.
Yeah, I mean, it just... I don't know if it was contact or if the car just went to turn. I think there might have been a little bit of contact with the 54.
Take a look at his wheel inputs. Yeah, maybe. And there's also this incident with... Oh, Chris Taylor did this... Oh!
Almost tipping that car over.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be a trouble spot. It's a really easy spot to hit. See pace car off.
Okay, this track is very much early run. You're going to want to be right on that bottom line, but as the track rubber's in, possible to run higher as we're back to green flag racing.
This is such a quirky track. I've never been here before. Green flag back out, side by side here, too wide, too deep.
Slinger is a very interesting track, obviously, like we've been saying, how banked it is, but also just the oddities of the pit road being on the outside, and basically when you're standing in the infield, you're below ground level.
Yeah, let's see here from the race fan perspective. We're gonna go to race cam number 1. So let's go to race cam. Is there a... Trying to see if there's one here. See, this is off turn 2. This is gonna be right up here on the fence. Look at this amazing view you have as a fan. This is our famous fam cam. Or not famous, this is the fan cam.
One car up in the wall there. Brave. Another reason this track I say is similar to like a mini Bristol is you see all the drivers having to get to the bottom. Drives like an old Bristol used to drive back in like the Gen 6 era where you had to run the bottom and that was the only place you really find speed. You see that already happening. All the drivers running that bottom lane. But like I said, if you can get rubber built up in this track, it is possible to run a little higher. He's 76 out, young up the track.
Yeah, we already have 19 laps in the books, but it is 300 laps. Take a look at the stages tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have on lap 115 and 230, so we're going lap 115 here.
Major announced something already. He's pulling away from DeWeese. DeWeese is pulling away from Barnes. Top 3 all spaced out pretty far. Let's see, this would be a great view so you can see how banked this track is. And like I mentioned earlier, most of the time you are turning going around this track because of how short the straightaways are.
So right on board with the gyro cam here so you get a really good perspective.
Brinkley getting through lap traffic now. That's another thing. Lap traffic is, even with this small of a field, only 13 cars. I believe we only have 10 on track right now. It's very easy to catch up to lap traffic with how short the laps are here.
Yeah, because it's only 11-second laps.
You just notice how little on throttle time there is. Right now, Brinkley trying to, almost making contact there, maybe a bump. Trying to get around the lap traffic with John Ullman there in the 34. Or be able to clear him down the inside. If you look out on the gap between Brinkley and DeWeese, it has shrunk just a little bit now that Brinkley's trying to race through traffic. So maybe DeWeese just slightly faster through the traffic.
I'm bored here with Braxton DeWeese. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oof. Tight off the corner.
Let's see here. Yeah, DeWeese. Faster in first half of the track. Faster in the second half. He's starting to gain. Oh, contact in the wall. It's a 66 of Elijah Maupin. That's a lot of damage.
Car's still rolling for now. The suspension might be fine. Just looking like body damage there. Maybe a bent steering.
Hey, ask her where pit road is. There you go. Yeah. Ton of that body work gone.
Very hard to mess up pit entry if you have to get in there during green. See, it's right there. It's just a straight, basically 9-degree right turn off of the exit of a corner. So hard to get off of pit road, or on the pit road. Also hard to get off pit road because you're dropping straight into the banking on the way off pit road.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming back here to the battle for the lead. This gap between Brinkley and DeWeese starting to close up a little bit.
Brinkley catching 2 more lap cars, or well, not yet lap cars, but soon to be lap cars of, I believe that's Williard and Hubbard. Looks to the inside now, this is Noah Hubbard. Already only 6 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, about to make that 5.
Whoa. Contact there on the corner entry for Brinkley. Just a little scrape on the wall. This track is known for the drivers that usually end up on top are the drivers who have really good long run cars. We'll have to see here if Brinkley can keep up this pace longer into the run. You see already 47 laps into a run, which 47 laps seems like a lot, but again, we're running 12, 11-second lap time, so it's ticking by very quick. Right now, Brinkley able to hold that lead about a steady 1.5 seconds ahead of the 8 of Braxton DeWeese. Barnes pretty far back, almost 4 seconds back of our leader. Not having the pace that Brinkley and DeWeese have. Currently just logging laps to everyone right now, trying to keep their cars clean. Just over 100 laps left to go in stage 1. Or sorry, 50 laps.
Yeah, I swear these laps are going by so quickly my ticker can't keep up. I wonder what a Formula 1 car would be around here. I gotta try that out.
Very interesting, yeah.
It's already pretty fast around Bristol, let alone this place. At top 5, only cars not a lap down.
Oh,
Side by side here for 4th, though.
Holston catching up to Barnes, looking to the inside, going to the turn 1. Oh, Barnes gonna keep it ahead on exit. Clearing him into turn 3 and 4.
Oh, almost contact.
Oh. Holston not backing off, though, trying to get this move done. Barnes going to be able to clear him fully now. Holston, the O2, having to drop back in line.
Yeah, 58 laps in the books. 242 to go.
It is still our closest battle on track right now.
Oh, caution!
Oh.
It's gonna be the 99, Brandon Willard.
Brendan Willard, sorry, off the track there in the grass, down the inside. We'll see probably just a little self spin here. What I would expect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got down on the apron on the exit. Got the car sideways. Bring out the caution.
Caution out. 61 laps in the books. Racing for stage number 1 here. Stage number 1 ends at lap 115. So we're halfway to stage number 1.
CC 62 gain the wave round. Get a lap back. Just gonna leave us with 6 cars on the lead lap for the restart. I mean, you may look and see some of these drivers being a lap down and be like, oh, they must be struggling. It's not even necessarily that. They could be having a good night for their standards. It's just, like we keep saying, with how short, how fast the lap times are here. It's so easy to go a lap down if you just don't have that little bit more pace than the leader does.
Lights on the pace car are off. We are window green. We're going to stack them up. First caution of the night came out for the number 99, just getting loose there on the apron. It's been clean so far. It gives Braxton DeWeese another chance, and maybe even Luke Barnes to attack the 11. Green flag back out.
Good jump by Barnes, able to clear single file into P3. DeWeese was side by side with Braintree. Now Barnes looking to the inside of DeWeese. Gonna string out now.
Passing seems to be quite hard here tonight.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's similar to an old style Bristol race where you gotta really, the only way to get around someone is give them the old pump and run. So, have to keep an eye out here which drivers can make use of that bumper in a way that's not gonna, you know, wreck the other driver.
$69 laps in the books. Over 230 to go. I'm gonna see this field single filing out. Got a battle here with Michael Wade and Noah Hubbard. Or Michael Wade in the 23. No, that's Michael Wade in the 04, Luke Barnes. To the inside. This is the battle for fourth.
So you'll see there, Michael Wade in the 23W is going to show up as number 5 on our scoring
Oh,
pylon.
contact!
Oh! He's around. There's caution. As soon as I start talking.
Gave him too hard of a bump and run.
Oh yeah, that, like I was just saying, you got to learn how to use the bumper just enough to move him up, but not enough to spin him out. But see, Luke Barnes is going to send him around there. Already lap 77, these laps ticking by, but still 300 total laps. John Ullman, 34, gonna get the wave around this caution, get his lap back. Pretty sure soon EO 23 is gonna have to drop behind the legal lap cars. Now he's gonna get the wave around there to get to the back of the field. All right. So Brinkley's still your leader, and then DeLuise in the 8, still P2. Halston, P3 in the 02, and then Noah Hubbard up to P4 in the 62 machine.
Great flag back out. Great start there for the 11.
Brinkley, yeah, great start. Immediately out front. Clearing Braxton, DeLuise. DeLuise got pressure right now from Halston.
Yeah, Braxton Weiss, Adam Holston battling for second. See side by side here, battle for second heating up.
Holston looking to the inside of Braxton DeLuise, side by side. DeLuise into the wall. It's gonna let Holston maybe clear him through 1 and 2. No, DeLuise powering back on the outside. Still there trying to make the move on the outside. It's just not working. Just not enough pace. Bottom being the preferred line, and you see, yeah, Holston gonna clear DeLuise there coming out of turn 3.
Braxton DeWeese out to the lead.
Brinkley once again just trying to increase that gap to the car behind, just run out. And something I do want to make note of, you see he's up on the wall there. It can be beneficial to push just a little bit, so once you catch that lap traffic, you do have a gap to the car behind, because if you don't have that gap and you catch lap traffic, it gives the person behind you a very easy opportunity to try to make a move on you while you're trying to fight through the lap cars.
Absolutely, I mean, Adam Holston trying to gain here on the 11 of Jordan Brinkley. Jordan Brinkley giving belt to the field right now. It's been 91 laps around the world's fastest quarter mile. And let's see here. He's led them all.
Brinkley putting on a similar performance to what he did in the Legends car earlier at South Boston Speedway. Very, very quick driver.
Getting reports from the Braxton DeWeese camp Braxton Ruiz over the radio complaining on the car is too tight. No rotation out of that 8 Interstate Ford Mustang machine. He is struggling here. Noah Hubbard starting to gain on him a little bit. Gonna keep an eye out on that 8 all night long.
Yeah, tight's really gonna hurt you here. Yeah, you got the banking, but as soon as you get off the banking, if your car's tight, it's gonna shoot up in the wall, like we saw with Devin Lyons earlier, Chris Taylor, both hitting that wall coming off turn 2, where those tires are stacked up for the pit entry.
Yeah, coming to lap 100 to 300, 203 laps to go here at Slinger Speedway here in Wisconsin.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but stage 1 was, what, 115 laps?
Yes.
Alright. It's about 15 laps. It's going to be about 15 laps to go. 14 this time by for the stage. The brake lane lap traffic now. Holston not too far back at this point. Currently being held up by that lap car, the 66, I believe, of Elijah Mulpin, currently staying 2 laps down with that right front damage.
The 11 starting to catch back up the same lap traffic he did just a few laps, just 50 laps to go. Get past the 34, now back down to 5 cars on the lead lap.
I think we had a pass for P4. Luke Barnes back up in 4th.
Yeah, these two still battling it out.
Luke Barnes able to get back around to Hubbard. Soon, this fight's gonna become the fight for the last car on the lead lap if Brantley keeps up the pace that he has.
Yeah, well, we only have about 8 laps to go until the end of stage number 1.
So right now, these two, their best bet is just to try to end their battle for now and just keep their laps kicking out so they can get to the end of the stage before they end up a lap down. Currently, John Ullman, first car a lap down. He will be the free pass car when we go under caution. Couple drivers, 2-3 laps down.
Three to go till the end of stage number 2. Now 2. It's been domination from Jordan Brinkley. No one's been able to touch him at all. He has the fastest lap. He's led every lap. This is looking like Brandon DeWeese last week at North Wilkesboro. Coming through turns 3 and 4 at the world's fastest quarter-mile oval. The 11 takes to the win for stage number 1. Field gonna stack back up. Driver is gonna go through the very interesting pit road. So you see, that's a little bit of a look at it. The O2 letting the pace car by here. Let's see, are there going to be any takers on pit road here?
I don't know if pit road. I was about to say I don't know if pit road's open yet, or if all the drivers are staying out.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Car's coming to pit road.
I have to cut to the pit road camera because look at this great camera angle.
The problem is the
There we
pit
go.
road's on the backstretch. Here's the camera.
This is by far the weirdest pit road I've ever seen. It's a parking lot. Calling it a pit road is a bit...
More of a pit lot, yeah.
Yeah, more of a pit lot. Reminds me of the... Seriously reminds me of, I can't think of it, the Bowman Gray.
Oh, yeah. See, Brantley driving through a couple picnic tables gonna win your race off pit road. They're so... Oh. I don't know if it's just not updated yet or if Holston's actually our leader. See, the car's
Everyone's
stopping.
yeah. Right flags out.
Waiting to sort things out.
I think there's some sort of glitch with timing and scoring. Because you can see it on my end too. There we go.
Yep. Alright, so drivers gonna get their spots now. Yep, so your running order is still going to be Brinkley in the 11, then the O2 of Adam Halston. P3 is going to be the 8 of Braxton DeLeese and the 04 and 4th of Luke Barnes, who was able to hold off Noah Hubbard there. Those two battling for a good chunk of that end of that first stage. So we definitely saw there during stage number 1 that Jordan Brinkley in the 11 definitely had a long run car. Braxton DeLeese looked like his car is definitely a short run car. Seeing how it fell off a good bit, and like you said, he was complaining over the radio that that car was tight off the corners. So have to see what kind of pace that car is going to have on fresh tires here as we go back green.
Yeah, gonna take their green with 125 laps. Lights on the pace car are off. Our next stage break for stage number 3, or stage number 2, I'm sorry, to the end of stage number 2, is gonna be, drum roll please as I find it, it's gonna be 2:30. So we have 100 laps, 105 laps to go to the end of this stage, and we're back green. Yeah, field single files out very quickly here.
I thought I saw a car on the infield for a second. That's just the pace car. Ignore him.
Yeah, close enough. Still a car, technically.
Maybe I did see a car, because the 66 of Elijah Molkins on pit road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, now okay, so that was a car spinning through the grass there.
Michael Wade! Oh, he's up in the
Oh,
wall!
up in the wall.
That's
Up
Michael
here,
Wade in
up
the
in the wall.
5. Caution's out.
Okay.
And he's sitting on pit road. Kind of damaged that 66 as well.
Yeah, I mean that 66 already had a couple of missing panels on that right front, but it's more damage there. Up into the wall through the grass. So let's see what happened with almost into the tires there. We'll have to see what happened with the 23 of Michael Wade.
Gets loose off the corner. Then tries to come
Saves
back
it.
up.
Car seems fine there.
Oh.
Oh? Well, that's a weird one.
Anyway, that's...
Look.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm gonna guess he was trying to get out of the way, and it just kind of sucked him into the wall, and got him stuck on the wall there. And I guess the tire caught the wall and tried to take him up to the fence.
Maybe?
Very interesting one there. But yeah, caution's back out. Little short run there. It leaves us with 9 cars on track at the moment. Checkered or green? Whoa! Ada DeWeese up into the wall, making contact with Barnes. Again, contact into the wall. DeWeese struggling on the outside right now. Still trying to find a way down. Now stuck on the outside 6-2 of Hubbard.
Yeah, these two battling side by side for third. Braxton DeWeese, I mean, this night, he's getting that car still very tight. Contact made with the 62.
See, now that these two are battling it, drawing the 0-2 of Adam Holston into this fight. Brinkley already pulling about half a second ahead of Luke Barnes in the 0-4 there at T2. Barnes currently faster than our leaders. You see DeWeese looking to the inside of Noah Hubbard here going into turn 3. Not going to get it done.
Yeah, Braxton DeWeese just getting lower and lower every lap. Oh, there we go. 8 down to the bottom of the 62, side by side for the lead. The 8 gets the job done. He moves up to third again. Right back where he started, I guess.
Brinkley now starting to stretch that gap a little bit more above Barnes, but Barnes not looking that much slower, running very similar lap times the last couple laps. Ty Brinkley faster, but Barnes so far the only driver to actually look on pace with our leader.
The 62 and the 0-2, they're battling for fourth. We are officially halfway through this race, 150 laps in, 151 to go.
Alston still all over the rear bumper of the 62 of Noah Hubbard. Hubbard's starting to pull a bit of a gap now. Now Brinkley over a second and a half ahead of Luke Barnes in the 04. Brinkley finding that pacing and he had there most of the time through. stage number 1, but you see now DeWeese starting to find pace here in this short run. Catching up to the 04. Curious to see if DeWeese can find that long run speed that he really didn't have during stage 1. Like we saw, he fell back a good couple spots towards the end of the stage with the complaints of the car being tight. Let's see now if he can find something in that car that he couldn't that first stage.
Currently, the closest battle on track is Braxton DeWeese with Noah Hubbard, or Luke Barnes. I know we said that Braxton DeWeese was struggling with the tight car. I don't know, he looks pretty strong right now.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think he's starting to find that pace he couldn't find in the earlier run. That car's starting to come alive here towards the middle part here, stage 2. Starting to put a nose there on the rear quarter of the 04. DeWeese looking for a move. He's got to nose in or watch for the move. Now, Barnes able to close the door going into 3. Still applying that heavy pressure. You see almost making contact there going into turn 3. Barnes and DeWeese still nose to tail. Doing these two are going to be catching these lap cars ahead. That'd be the 99 of Williard and John Ullman in the 34. Look here and see if Braxton uses one of these lap cars as a pick to get around DeWeese. Or sorry, around Barnes.
He's still duking it out. Noah Hubbard, Adam Holson, they're still duking it out. Lap 167 to 300. Getting close to the end of stage 2. Whoa! 04 shoves the 34 up the track. Here we go. This battle just got a whole lot more interesting.
Like I said, we had to keep an eye to see if the lap cars would play any effect, and they are going to play effect. Luke Barnes making contact with John Ullman in the 34 machine. Oh, the 99's are running out back.
99, Brandon Willard keeps it on the bottom. Whoa, right in front of the... I don't know what car that is. We do stay green, though. Luke Barnes, Noah Hubbard, Luke Barnes, Braxton DeWeese. This battle's still side by side. Braxton DeWeese gets around the 04.
Like I said, keep an eye out and see if Braxton DeWeese was going to use that lap trap to his advantage, and he did. Taking over the P2 spot, we see Barnes immediately trying to apply pressure back onto the rear bumper of the 8 machine. Barnes tight off of turn 2. It's going to open that gap up a little more to that rear bumper of Braxton DeWeese, but Brinkley now over 2 seconds ahead of in the lead up there, all in a class of his own right now. We talked about cars that have long run speed, cars that have short run speed. Now, Brinkley just has speed in that car. I mean, from the rip, just off and away. Almost nearing 2.5 seconds now ahead of Braxton DeWeese.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these drivers have been duking it out all night long. You see Braxton DeWeese. I mean, he's... comparing him to Jordan Brinkley, he is keeping a decent distance, but, I mean, Jordan Brinkley, he's on a whole nother level tonight. Led every lap, won the stage. Looks like, unless something goes catastrophically wrong for him, he's gonna win stage number 2 here. Looks like I heard someone make contact with the wall there.
Okay, well, our driver's been scraping that right front on the outside wall. She isn't going to do too much harm like that. Braxton Louise giving a great example there as I'm talking about it. Just those little scrapes off the corner aren't going to do too much to the car, but if you keep doing that repetitively, slowly it's going to start eating into your wheel. See now the O2 right on the rear bumper of Hubbard.
The battle for fourth is starting to heat up here. Lap 185. These drivers getting closer and closer.
Battle on track right now, still what you're looking at right now, the 62 of Hubbard and the O2 of Adam Holston. Holston, not quite to the bumper yet, trying to find a little bit of pace there to get to that rear bumper. Keeping an eye on times, Braxton DeWeese has been the quickest driver on track the last couple of laps, so he's starting to find pace. So you see right now, actually, he's stuck in lap traffic, debating going 3 wide there. Smart to back out, not wanting to ruin his race by trying to go 3 wide with these lap cars. Waiting for any window, really, to get through, and he's not finding it. He's currently blocked. Allowing Luke Barnes to catch him right back up. He's now going to try the outside here on Ullman. Going to clear Ullman, but now he has to deal with the 99 of Williard. Going to clear the 99, but Luke Barnes right on his tail, chasing him through lap traffic.
Yeah, coming around, I believe you have 20 to go here until the end of the stage. Actually, 35 to go till the end of the stage.
I mean, yeah, just look what that lap traffic did to the gaps. Joey's now almost 4 seconds behind Brinkley, and Barnes now right on his bumper. That shows how lap traffic can hurt you, not only from the car in front, but also the car behind. It holds you up, allowing the guy behind you to try to catch you, and it also holds you from gaining any ground forward, so you lose that opportunity to try to catch the guy in front of you. See, now almost over 4 seconds to gap to the lead. Still, these two nose to tail trying to find their way through lap traffic. It's going to be 30 to go in the stage. Holston now on the bumper of Hubbard, finding that little bit of pace that he needed to find. You see Hubbard touching the apron there, he's going to check up both of them.
Be here 25 to go here to the end of the stage.
Hubbard getting loose there on the bottom. Holston right back to the rear bumper. These two trying to fight it out still. C62 looking loose there coming off of turn 2. Ooh, hard contact there on the outside wall across the line. Square in the door though, so it shouldn't really affect the car. See, Holston gonna try the outside now. Not gonna work. He's gonna make contact with the wall now.
Oh, that got close.
Whoa, contact! Holston's loose, up the track. Finally gonna give Stu Hubbard a bit of space there. Holston getting up into the wall. Now he's right back on that bumper already. But peeking a nose in there. See if he's gonna use the bumper here. Turn it in, down off the corner, through out of 4. He's gonna clear him through 1 and 2. See if he can hold the spot. Yes, Holston up to P4. Great move to side on the bumper through the middle of the corner and dropped it down on the exit, able to clear and get around. See, Holston's starting to catch Barnes now. I wonder what happened to Barnes as he's fallen off, way far off of Braxton Delisle.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's Adam Holston side by side, a little bit of contact with the wall. Maybe the 04 kind of burned through his stuff. That's the only thing I can think of.
Like what I said pre-race, this track is very hard on your right front, so you gotta think that Barnes probably not looking great on the tire wear on that right front. Trying to keep that car on track. Struggling right now. You see tight into the wall off the corner. He's dropping hard right now.
Yeah, if I was with Barnes right now, I'd be really worried that I'm going to start getting into some lap down territory. We still have 10 laps to go to the end of stage number 2. And I'm right there. I'm 9 seconds.
Say anywhere once you get past that 9-second range, that's when it starts to get dangerous. As you can see back in the background there is the leader. Just about a straightaway behind this battle right now.
Yeah, I see the 76 moving out of the way there for our leader. That's Jordan Brinkley. What a race this has been so far. 223 laps completed, 223 laps led by this 11 machine. Has the fastest lap, has been setting the pace, has dominated. I don't know what else to say about this 11. To me, this is even more impressive than Braxton Delisle last week.
I mean, yeah, last week and this week were very much driver's tracks where it's going to show who has that slight skill edge above the other drivers. You see the leader now about to pass 6-2 of Hubbard to put him a lap down. But it has been said, to win a race at Slinger, you have to be the best of the best. This is one of the hardest racetracks out here. Little tiny quarter-mile oval. Greatly making it look easy tonight.
All right, 2 to go to the end of the stage. Lap 229 at 300. Gonna end it on lap 230. Giving the bumper to the 04. He's not moving out of the way. Now 3 cars on the lead lap. Luke Barnes is
Barnes-
going to get the wave around.
Hey, Barnes trying to fight to stay on the lead lap there. As long as he stays in that spot, he will get his lap back. But yeah, only 3 cars on the lead lap at the end of stage number 2. Brantley gonna win, sweep the stages. Braxton DeWeese P2, the only driver that we've really seen have a little bit of pace comparable to Brantley. Holston ending up P3 after getting around Barnes there when he started falling off. And then, yeah, Barnes gonna finish 4th, Hubbard 5th in the 62 machine. I mean, if you're any driver on track right now besides Brantley, you gotta find something in your car to find that little bit of extra speed. You see Barnes now gonna go around and get his lap back. I don't know, we saw there at the start of stage 2, Braxton DeWeese found some pace in that car like he had in the early stages of stage 1, but also Braxton was able to keep the pace late into stage 2, unlike he was into stage 1, so he might be one to watch now if he figured something out in that car he didn't have.
I don't know. I mean, well, I do agree. I believe Braxton DeWeese is the one to watch. Jordan Brinkley has been way too dominant tonight. I think that something catastrophic is going to need to happen to this 11 car, in order for him to be out of this. I'm not sure. Braxton DeWeese, he's been strong, but he's been struggling with that car all night long, and so unless he's got something under the hood that I didn't know he had, I don't know. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. And I'll leave it at that.
100% going to be interesting.
See here, the race off pit road. 62 taking 2, the 8 taking 2. Strategy playing out. Is this going to be enough, though, for Braxton?
That's a gamble.
I mean, you don't have much to lose. The top 5 are the only drivers on the lead lap. And everyone else is 3, 4, 8, and 94 laps down, although Elijah Maupin has parked it for the night.
I mean, it is true that obviously the right sides take the brunt of the impact here because of it being such a banked track. But they, like we were saying at the start of the race, this is a mini Bristol, so it is possible those right side tires could work.
Maybe.
Go by and cars are gonna start rolling.
Yeah, now here's the thing though, that 11 is starting right on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, what we probably are gonna see here is Braxton DeWeese try to get that early jump, but Brantley with those 4 fresh tires is definitely going to have the long run speed here, as he's had most of the race. Braxton, like we mentioned, good short run speed in that car, but very obviously at the start, or sorry, the end of stage 1, that car fell off like a rock. End of stage 2, not as much, but still not being able to find the pace that Brinkley has. So this is going to be a very interesting race to the finish.
All right, lights on the pace car are going to be off this time by. We're stacking her up.
Next time by.
Next time by, my mistake.
There we go. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how these right sides play off. Yep, now you see the lights on the iRacing pace car are going to go off. And the pace car's going to dive down into the infield here soon.
All right, is it lights off this time, bye?
They were
There we
off.
go.
Now they're off. They went off and back on, letting some drivers catch up. Now they're off. Should be going green this time. You see the field is bunched up, and yes, the pace starts to dive down to the infield.
Is the gamble gonna work off for Braxton and Weiss? Only one way to find out. Green flag back out. We're racing to the win. 59 to go.
Deweese, great jump there to get that spot, clearing the 11 of Jordan Brinkley. We'll have to see here if he can hold off him, Brinkley, or if Brinkley has that speed still in that car, which honestly I think he does. So it's going to be very interesting here to see how long it takes.
Let's see here, 56 to go. I don't know, he's pulling away just a little bit.
Deweese currently faster that last time by a little less than a tenth of a second. Oh, Deweese saying a new best time. Still not as fast as Brinkley's, but yeah, Deweese finding a lot of pace right now. You gotta think though, could this pace be because he's pushing? And if he is pushing, you know what's gonna happen. That right front's gonna wear off again like it did in stage 1, so it might only be a matter of time until the 11 of Brinkley is right back on the tail of Braxton Deweese. See the brake rotors glowing on these machines.
Yeah, they're red hot. 50 to go here. 3/4 of this race. Not 3/4. 2/3 of this race. Over 2/3 of this race underway. I can't do math. Ignore me. 7/8 of this race are done. There we go. I can do math. I think that's it. Whatever. Most of this race is done. That's the point I'm trying to make across.
Guys are going to be catching lap traffic very soon. Deweese's time's already starting to drop off a little bit. You see Brinkley closing that gap.
See the 76 get in the wall there a little bit.
Ooh, it's starting to get close. For now, Deweese still making those two tires work, being able to hold off Brinkley. But I don't know how long this is going to last.
That gap is fluctuating real bad. I think 8. I don't know. Oh, he's running high there. The 11 down there on the inside.
Oh, 11 to the bumper. Oh, contact. It looked like they're coming off the corner. Brinkley to the inside, Deweese. Deweese trying to get back on the outside. Side by side through turn 1 and 2. Still side by side, banging doors into 3. Brinkley not being able to clear. Deweese still just ahead coming out of the corners.
This is a real close battle. I don't know, though. The 8, is he gonna... Yeah, he is. He may get enough, but that 11, he has deep dive there to the inside. 36 to go.
Contact. Deweese still wrapping that middle groove, making it work right now. Oh, into the wall. That might be it.
Yeah.
It is frankly going to be able to clear.
That two-tire strategy didn't work out there in the end.
Deweese's only real hope now is to hope we get a late race caution. Let those tires pull off and see if he can make another move. But yeah, Brinkley now into the lead. See what he can run in that clean air. Already starting to pull away. Almost half a second already off of the front bumper of the 8.
Yeah.
Like we said, it was probably just going to be a matter of time. And there it was. Deweese not being able to keep the pace into the run like Brinkley can. Olsen, one of the other drivers to take 2 tires, currently sitting back there. You can see him not too far off of these two, about another second back off of Deweese.
28 to go. Deweese, honestly, keeping a good distance. I didn't think he's definitely losing a lot less time than I thought he would. You see Adam Holson, though, starting to gain on Braxton Deweese a bit. Coming to 25 to go here. Lap down car starting to play into effect a little bit.
Might not be as over as we thought. Deweese finding a little bit more pace out of his car. I don't know. I feel like Deweese's best bet right now is to catch Brinkley when he gets to traffic or hope for a caution, which traffic is more likely to probably happen here soon. Next car on track will be, I believe, the 34 as Luke Barnes comes to pit road.
I believe Luke Barnes is parking it.
Oh, it's gonna hurt for that 04 team. It was running decent up inside the top 5 a good bit of the race. It's gonna be parked on pit road. Not sure exactly the reason, probably right front damage or just not liking the way the car was driving. But yeah, now Brinkley without that traffic is starting to pull away, so.
Yeah, I think it's all over. Unless we get some sort of late race caution or something happens. It's been the Jordan Brinkley show all night long. Braxton Deweese to get some laps led there with that two-tire strategy. You can't win. You can't lead them all. Coming to 14 to go, though. This race has gone by very quickly.
Oh yeah, the only 2 cars really close on track right now, the 76 and the 62. 76 being 10 laps down, Noah Hubbard and the 62 being in P4. So I don't expect anything much to come out of that.
Yeah, getting reports from the Braxton Deweese camp. Braxton very, very happy with the car. Really does like that race car, but just, I don't think he has enough tire to catch up to the 11. Coming to 11 to go. The 11 still leading. Has led most of the laps tonight and dominated stage 1, stage 2. Looking to sweep and win it all here. Got pulled. This would be another perfect night or it wouldn't be a perfect night because he didn't lead every lap. Braxton DeWeese, so far, I believe, has the only perfect night. Led every lap, got the pole, won stage 1, 2, and the win. So Jordan,
don't forget, Brinkley also the winner of the Legends race. So if you can win both races tonight, that's going to be a show to all these drivers, showing that this new guy isn't someone to mess with. He is quick.
Gee, I wonder who one of us is going to pick for driver of the day in a few minutes.
Yep.
Oh. What the?
Brinkley blinks out.
Oh, no, there he is.
Oh.
Where is he? There he is. That was really weird.
That was a scare.
5 to go. Approaching on some lap traffic. Coming to 2 to go. I don't think there's anything else to say about this 11 Toyota Camry machine. He's done it all, except he won't have the perfect night. Braxton DeWeese does stop that, led a few laps, over 20 laps. But that doesn't matter. Coming to the white flag, one more lap to go around for this 11 machine. Absolute domination at the world's fastest quarter-mile track. Coming off turn 3 and 4, he's gonna do it. Jordan Brinkley with the win here after 300 laps at Slinger.
Look at P2.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Holston was to the inside. It looks like he's gonna end up in the grass, but yeah, Holston was side by side with.
They gave him the bumper, just not enough.
Oh yeah, he's gonna end up wrecking himself.
All right, take a look at
P3.
Yeah, and still gets a podium. Take a look at the finishing results here. Jordan Brinkley gets a dominant win. Braxton DeWeese and Adam Holston fall short. Noah Hubbard, John Ullman, Alex Young, Luke Barnes, Brandon Willard, Elijah Malpin, Michael Wade are your top 10. Jonathan Giarchi, Chris Taylor, and Devin Lyons rounds out your 13-car field. All right, let's do some post-race interviews here. Finishing in the 3rd position is going to be Adam Holston. Let's bring him in. Adam Holston, it's Robert McKay and Colin Grace here in the GFRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, coming home here with the podium. Almost had 2nd, but just not enough. How does it feel here to come home with a podium at what has been a very much fast-paced race?
Yeah, it's definitely a very fast-paced race, and my shoulders are telling me that for sure. They're definitely killing me, but it feels good to get another podium. I can't complain about a podium. I really do want to go out here and get one of these wins. This is definitely one of my series that I feel the best in, so definitely want to get a win in this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been very strong the last few weeks, just have fallen short. So hopefully that you can keep this momentum going and hopefully get a win before the season ends.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right, see you then.
All right, coming home in the 2nd position, Braxton DeWeese. Braxton, it's Robert McKay and Colin Grace here in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All right, welcome back for the 3rd time in a row. Coming home here 2nd. Kind of fell short a little bit. Led a few laps there on that 2-tire strategy. Walk us through that.
Yeah, I felt like that strategy would have worked had I had just done a better job of rotation and putting more pressure to the rear and not heating the right front up so much. I felt like that was just my problem in general. Even when I had the 4 tires compared to Jordan, Blaze, whatever his name is. It's Jordan in here, but Blaze in the Discord, so I'm not too sure. All I know is that Mr. Brinkley, we'll just call him that, I guess. But yeah, he had the rotation, and I just didn't have that rotation to be able to really do anything. Now, them 2 tires I felt like was the better call, but it goes back to I don't think I was doing a good enough job myself driving the set, driving the track with the setup and all that stuff. But it is what it is. We're happy to come home with a P2. So it's all done.
Yeah, it's still a podium, and you can't really beat yourself up too much for it. You had a great night. Again, led a bunch of laps. You kind of gave Jordan the most run for his money, even excluding the laps you led. You were kind of the closest to him on track, and you stayed on the lead lap, which only the top 3 did. So go celebrate. Don't beat yourself up for it, and hopefully you can be back in victory lane next week.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're pretty solid in these super late models, at least in the past. We have been in with the first and the second. It's a solid start, so we'll just keep on keeping on. But I'd like to thank a couple sponsors real quick from earlier, the Legend race and for this race. Interstate 4, 3 Ice Cream Shop, Bullwinkle, Steak Time, Dewey's Renovations, Superior Sim Racing. Use the code BDR5, 5% off over there. Elevated TV, Ghost Train, Wooden Nickel Band, Evan Candid Designs, Phillips Traps and Graphics, Our Pete's House in Winchester, Indiana, and Beaver Contracting for sponsoring the Roadsters at Anderson. My next Roadster race will be at Anderson August 1st, but my next real race will be this Friday in my Dirt Legend debut. I've never raced on dirt and I've never raced on Dirt Legend. I'll be at Moeller, so I appreciate you guys and look forward to go back and watching both these races.
Yeah, well, good luck in your real life races later on this week, and I'm excited to see you next week. Take care.
I appreciate you as well.
All right, and last but certainly not least, sweeping the night, Jordan Brinkley is Robert McKay and Colin Grace here in the GR4 broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, sweeping the night. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good.
And then coming home here, dominant night, almost had the perfect race. Bracton and Weiss did ruin that with leading some laps around that 2-tire strategy. But yeah, domination.
Yeah, I almost did that strategy, and I was like, no, I don't think anyone else will do it in the field, so I don't want to be the only one doing it. And then that's the only way you lose the race, right? You do a strategy that no one else does, so I picked the other one, and then it ended up being pretty good. He fired off really good, so had to run him down and fight for it.
Yeah, well, you still come home with the win. Definitely a great way to start your Mystic campaign in the Legend Cars and the Super Lates. How do you carry this momentum into next week?
You just can't get cocky with it. Like, you can't go into next week thinking, oh, I won. So it's the same thing as this week. You just go practice, find what's good, find what's not good, and do your work from there.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you then, and right back up here on the top. Take care.
Hope to see you.
All right, Colin, who's you drive? Actually, I'm going to go first. I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to say Jordan Brinkley. Domination. I don't think there's another answer. Dominated both races from pole, won them both. Jordan Brinkley is my driver of the night.
Right, I guess I'm going to go with Braxton DeWeese. I mean, obviously P2, but again, this is his second race in this series. Winning last week at North Wilkesboro after a very dominating performance. Again, showing pace here. Also showing pace in the Legends race earlier today. I'm going to go with Braxton DeWeese because, again, good run, but also the fact that he was one of the only drivers tonight to actually be able to sit there and race with Brinkley for a little bit. So that's going to be my driver of the day.
All right, well, that'll do it for us tonight here for some good old Mystic short track racing. Join us Thursdays for the Burnt Rubber Racing Association Cup Series as they head to Chicagoland Speedway. It's going to be a good one. If not, we'll see you right back here next week, as always, for round 8 of the Mystic Legend Cars Tour and the Mystic Super Lit models. We'll see you then. Take care.